Hey, what's up? It's another episode of Watch You Strappin, and today I am back on the Zinn 103 Classic 12. It's a limited edition for their 60th anniversary, and it's a really nice watch, as one might imagine, from Zinn, and especially if you know anything about their history and their build and everything. Generally pretty darn good and rich and all that stuff. And this is a very popular and quickly sold out model. I think within 2 days or something like that. Pretty quick. Anyways, I was fortunate to get one. I decided, well, you know what, just gotta go for it, because maybe get one really nice chronograph for now. And I think at the price that they come at, it's not too bad, considering it's limited to about 600, and it's really nicely finished. I mean, let me try to get up close here. Turn down the exposure just a little bit. I mean, just those applied indices and just the detail that they added to this particular one. I like that I think it says electroplated dial, but I don't know. It's got this nice gloss to it, so it really classes it up. And just the way those indexes and all the silver parts on the dial, including the hands and especially the really fine frame that's around the subdials. You see that? It's got like the shine to it. It doesn't, it's not overly bling. Like, you're not seeing like these rings around those subdials all the time, but when you catch it just in the right light, that's one of the details I really like about this particular model, is that when you just catch it in the right light, if I see it more on this side, you just get that rim of like highlight, which is kind of nice. You can see that there. I'm trying to focus it better. You see how it just kind of pops, and yeah, and the bezel action is really good. 12 click unidirectional. No, sorry, bi-directional. I got a little bit of a little mark on the 2. Hang on a second. Okay, just had to clean up those. Hang on. All right, there's a little bit of a smudge on the 2 and 3 on the bezel, ceramic bezel insert, which is a new feature that I don't think they've ever put in a 103. As far as that's definitely one of their marketing highlights, along with the applied indexes. And I like how it says Frankfurt am Main, if I'm pronouncing that correct. Just on the underneath the Zinn logo, and that's it. And then you got, of course, made in Germany, and this in the subdial and the 6 at the 12-hour for the chronograph. But I like how the dial is just different because of the way it's got the, I believe that's the place where it's manufactured. I think that's what they said on their website. So I don't know. Usually it just says Zinn, right? But just that extra line. I feel that they usually only put that on some of their more special limited edition models. But I could be wrong. But that's what I vaguely recall. I know they have this really nice dress watch that has some. It's really nice, really limited edition, beautiful. I think it's mechanical hand wound movement. I can't think of the exact name off the top of my head, but it's got this nice silver or kind of grayish toned dial, and these like really stylized Arabic numerals at the, I think it's just at the 12, 6, 3, and 9. If I can think of it next time, I'll try to post a pic, or at least name the reference. Probably long since sold out, but that was really nice. And anyways, going talking about this watch. Sorry, these are not watch reviews. These are watch your strappins, or just a quick impromptu a wristwatch check of the day when I get a chance to. It's a Sunday, and that's why I decided to put on leather, because I don't usually wear leather straps on my watches during the work days or on the weekdays, because I like to keep my stuff clean, and you can't really clean leather like the same way you can with a bracelet or even a NATO strap, or of course a rubber strap. So I like to indulge a bit, I guess, and put it on a nice leather strap. And this is from Rio 1931. As you might have seen from a previous video I did on this, on Watch You Strappin, I had it on a black version of this. I've owned this style of strap several times, actually. I had it in a 22 when I still have a 22, and actually I originally owned it in a 20 Also, all of them were always black with the contrast stitching, and that was for a different kind of pilot chronograph watch. That one wasn't all that great, but I did use it for that, and then I sold the watch, and I didn't, this basically lends itself to more of a pilot style, so I didn't have one for a while, so I sold that, and then I got this, and so I this watch, and then I bought back the black one in 20 millimeters, and the quality is great. Price isn't too bad for around $35 or just under 40 after taxes or shipping perhaps, but definitely basically under 40 bucks. It's a really high quality strap that's made in Germany, and perfect for a German watch. And I like this so much that I decided I wanted to get this also in one of the other two colors. This is the Cognac. This is the lighter of the browns. There's a darker brown that's kind of, in terms of darkness, is right in between the black and this. But I figured, well, let's go with Cognac. Just go something a little bit more different, not in tone and color to the black. I'm afraid the dark brown might be a little bit too close. I don't know. I might get that one later. But Cognac, it's got this particular color. Sometimes people call it tan, but they believe the list is as Cognac, and so it's a nice kind of rich brown color. It's got a bit of a red or orange hue to it, but I think it's nice to have, this definitely gives a different feel than the black version that I had. That one was much more sporty, maybe even utilitarian, because it's just black and white, and it matches the watch well. But to add some warmth to this monochromatic watch, and I figured the Cognac would be nice, and you can't go wrong with that. It looks pretty good, and I think today wearing with jeans is just a nice contrast and complementary color actually to my very simple attire. I'm just t-shirt and jeans today, but that's how it goes for me. I'm not needing to dress up much these days, and so yeah, I think it warms it up. Even though it's basically the same strap as the black version, just the color change, it also kind of doesn't make it. The black isn't exactly formal, although black can be a formal color. I think, on one hand, I feel like this classes up the watch a little bit more, even more. I guess it's a classy watch to begin with, but at the same time, being on this kind of brown, especially since I'm wearing jeans, it kind of casual, makes it casual as well. I don't know. It's a weird kind of duality or something. It's yet casual, yet in a way it kind of, something about a Cognac color also kind of, the richness of it kind of elevates the classiness of a watch, I suppose that's paired on to not this particular style, but you get it in a different, like a croc or maybe just a smooth leather one or something. It could probably have a similar effect. But anyways, going on a bit, and I need to get my day going, so that's basically it. And yes, hang on a second before I go. Okay, I have to pause for a moment to engage the chronograph. I never really have that on, but you notice that the crowns, the pushers are unlocked, and then they're active position, I guess, because you can actually use the pushers in this. Otherwise, when they're screwed down, you can't, because they're locked down. And I wanted to just make one quick note, and I'll probably do this in a review, is like, I think some people, when they see chronographs with pushers that have a lockdown feature like this, and usually you see it locked down, it's like kind of default, and that's how you get the watch usually when it arrives. I think perhaps a misconception is that, and it's not wrong necessarily, but it's that it's, oh yeah, you're gonna use a chronograph, why have those screw down the lockdown pushers? You don't have the spontaneity of it. Well, that is true. It does take a few seconds to kind of grip and unscrew these and get them into position so you can use the buttons. But I'd counter with that and just basically say, well, it depends on your lifestyle. If you're going to use this chronograph as actively as you think you're going to, you have this, oh, I'm going to time this, I'm going to time that, I don't want to screw it, then leave it unscrewed. There's nothing wrong with that. These, and I think any other watch that has a similar system for the pushers, the screw down feature doesn't add any water resistance. In fact, I guess more precisely, having them unscrewed or unlocked like this doesn't reduce the water resistance is probably more accurately the description I would apply to this feature. It's just it just prevents it from being pushed down when you're in a situation where you're going to have underwater or something where you're going to get a lot of water around you. You don't want to accidentally somehow knock the pushers and compromise the water resistant seal. Then you lock them down. It's a security feature. So pretty much there's nothing wrong with keeping. If you like to use your chronograph and you actually use it all the time, why not just leave it in this position? It's just ready to go. You still have your, for instance, this is 200 meters. You still have the 200 meters or whatever water resistance that the watch and that you happen to have has. You're not going to lose that. It just keeps it from, getting accidentally being pushed if you lock them down. So you're going to be in that situation. You're going to wash your watch. Maybe even if you dare go diving with it, and something like this would be perfectly fine because it's suited for 200 meters. Lock them down, right? You're not going to use your chronograph underwater, but if you do, I guess engage it and then lock it down, just so you don't do it hit it underwater by accident, but you can still get your chronograph running. If you want to time it for some reason, you still can, but you just won't be able to turn it on and off while underwater. You probably want to resurface, and I'd probably recommend drying off the watch at least around where the pushers are before you unlock and try to push the buttons again to stop or reset the chronograph for some reason. But anyways, that's pretty much it. It's not really a rant, but I think I've heard that's not a word, heard some people kind of complain that, this would be nice, but those screw down pushers are a deal killer for me. They're too much in the way or something of spontaneity. Well, just keep them in this position unlocked, and then if I think you're going to be more aware of when you're going to be submerged in water or in a very wet situations where, okay, I'm going to lock it down, versus when you're going to exactly time things. You need that spontaneity, then you don't know when you're going to want to unscrew it, so might as well leave it in a position what's most convenient for you, right? Anyways, that's about it. Gotta go, and I'll catch you in the next Watch It Strappin. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. Thank you.